Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Austin here, and before we even get started, I just wanted to say, if you're in college and you're taking finals, don't worry, it gets better. Just kidding, guys, it doesn't. But anyways, I'm here to bring you my review of the Samsung Galaxy Gear smartwatch. Now, it has been some time since this was released. It was released 3 months ago, but now that all the initial hype is gone, I can bring you guys, I guess, a clear, concise review of how I feel about this device. I've been using it for quite some time, and I do have some mixed feelings about it, so let's jump right into the review. So just to give you guys some background about this watch, it does come with a 1.6-inch AMOLED screen with a resolution of 320 by 320, which isn't too terrible for a screen of this size. It also comes with one dedicated hardware button, which is mainly just used for turning the device on and off, or I guess sleeping. Right here it has a, I believe, 2-megapixel camera that is capable of taking 720p videos and pretty decent images. I mean, considering a camera of this size and the fact that it's on a smartwatch. It also comes with this speaker slash microphone right here that you can talk into your wrist and take voice memos, take calls and things like that. You can actually take calls off this device. As far as battery and battery life, you'll definitely get 24 hours on it. This is something that you'll probably just want to charge every night if that's not too annoying for you, but I honestly did not find that as a problem. And the way you charge it is just through this dongle that has a micro USB charger on the back. So it's pretty simple to charge, and you should probably charge it every night, but it'll definitely get you through the day. And that's just a basic hardware. It does have 512 megabytes of RAM and 4 gigs of storage on this thing, but you're not really going to need that because the only way to really use this thing is to have it tethered to a device. Now, of course, it is a Samsung device, so you're only going to be able to use it with Samsung phones. Right here, I'm using it with the Samsung Note 2, which I must say is a pretty good phone. I've been using it, and people told me it was too big, but trust me, it's not. But it does have to be tethered to your phone. Basically, every action that the Galaxy Gear can do, it has some type of interaction with your phone, whether it's sending the photo that you just took to your phone or interacting with some type of application. Everything is really just happening on your phone, which leads me to the question, do we really need these things? Now, I did post a video, I guess like actually maybe 3 months ago, about whether or not we actually needed smartwatches and whether or not they'd actually be useful. I don't think much of my opinions have changed. If you guys want to check out that video, it's going to be in the link in the description. But let me tell you guys this straight up. This Galaxy Gear is a good device, but is definitely not a $300 good device. Now, first things first, this is a watch, so does it have that functionality? Well, yeah, of course it does. If you put your hand in I guess, the natural motion of looking at your watch, it'll light up the screen and display the time and the weather or whatever you want it to display. Now, it's good in that regard, but it's also not the exact same form factor as a watch. There's this thing right here that is the microphone and also how you clip the watch onto your hand. But with this thing protruding out so much, when I go to type on my computer, you hear that? There's this kind of discomfort with typing with this thing on. That's just one little caveat. So it does function as a watch. But that's not obviously not why you would buy it. It's a smartwatch. Let me get into the features that it does have. So once you open up the device or click the hardware button, you're gonna get some menus here. You're gonna get a menu, and it's also a very basic black and white menu. But some things that it does have, I think arguably one of the best features that this phone has is the way it notifies you. So if you're working in a busy work environment and you have your phone on vibrate or on silent, and you just happen to miss getting a notification on your phone, well, you're always gonna, I'm gonna tell you here, you're never gonna miss a notification if you have this thing on. And that's because it actually vibrates, and so it's a lot easier to notice a vibration on your wrist rather than a vibration on the desk. But, however, when you do get a notification, let's say I get a notification for Facebook, someone commented on my post, well, you can't ever open the app or any type of Facebook app. It's literally just a notification. So if I get that notification and I click view, it's just going to open up the Facebook app and just take me to a notification, which I guess isn't a bad feature, but I wish there would be a little bit more rather than just telling me, hey, there's something on Facebook, go check it out. Now, another main feature, of course, this is a Samsung device, and this is I think one of the biggest flaws, because I feel like this would make this device so much more useful, is S-Voice. And it's not the fact that it has S-Voice, it's the fact that it chose S voice over something like, hey, Google Now. I mean, obviously it's a Samsung device, so they're going to use their own proprietary software for voice recognition. And S voice is okay in its own regard. We all know what it can do. Basically, you can, again, speak into the microphone, and you can call people, you can text people, and you can set alarms and things like that. But if, say we had Google Now, I feel like there'd just be so much more to do. So I'm hoping that there's going to be something like that in the future. But as of now, we all know what S voice is. I just don't feel like it's really that useful. Another feature that I found kind of cool, also kind of creepy, but it makes me feel like a spy, so more cool than creepy, is the watch has a camera on it. And so this makes you really look like a spy. You can go ahead and take pictures of people without them noticing, which sounds very weird, but I promise you it isn't. But the pictures are actually pretty good quality. Again, it's a 2-megapixel camera, and it records in 720p video. The pictures come out clear. There's not much to expect from a little watch on your wrist, but everything, you can see everything in the picture, and it's not too terrible coming from your wrist. And also the video, it is in 720p, and it actually takes pretty decent video and decent audio. So all you have to do to access the camera is a simple swipe down from the menu, and you'll have your camera, and all you have to do is just tap and it'll start recording a video. So right here, I'm recording a video of me recording a video. I guess it's kind of videoception, but the quality on the video is not that bad. As you can see, this is my room. It's a dorm room. It's a prison. Not much to see here. Yeah. But the video quality is not that bad, and it's surprising for a camera this small. The reasons why you would use it, that's the debatable part. That's the thing with the smartwatch. Nothing here is necessary at all, but it makes some things a little bit more convenient, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, I don't necessarily need to be doing this on my wrist because I have a phone in my pocket that does all the same things and it's faster. But for the things it can't do, there's an app store, right? If that's what you call an app store, sure. It has less than 100 apps on it, maybe 50 or so apps on the Samsung Play Store. Most of the apps that I saw were like Snapchat, which is very creepy, and like fitness apps, which is, again, going to be a great use for this if you're really into fitness. But those were a majority of all the apps. That's the only thing that's kind of holding it back. There aren't a lot of apps that you can use for it, and I couldn't really imagine the type of apps that you would need to do on your wrist as opposed to doing on your phone. So with the limited apps and the limited functionality, should you still buy this thing, especially if it's $300? Well, yes and no. No, if you're a regular consumer, because to be honest, you might not use this thing as much as you think you would, but I would say give it a try. It's definitely not a bad thing to have. I do think this is a great device with some potential. I just would not buy it for more than $100. But if you are a tech enthusiast and you always have to be on the cutting edge, why not? It's not a bad device. I just don't think it's fully developed. But if it does ever get as fully developed as I would hope, then you'd be the first to have it. And there's always potential. It looks really cool. If I had a nickel for every time someone stopped me and said, hey, is that smartwatch thing? I'd probably have like $1, but that's something. But anyways, it's a decent device. It just makes me wonder where we're going to be in 5 years from now, even 10 years from now, whether this is going to be the new standard. So I want to hear what you guys think about the Galaxy Gear smartwatch in the comments below, and just wearable technology in general. Do you think this is something that's going to catch on, or is it just something you're not even interested in at all? If you would like to purchase one, I have a link to AT&T where you can buy one. But anyways, I hope you guys like this review. It's a little different. I hope it wasn't too ranty, but as always, if you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. This has been Austin. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.